What's good, family? It's cracking. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on? What it do? What it do? It ain't gonna be long, man. It's a little late, but thought I'd come on, give y'all my first reaction to what's up, what's going on, fam? I ain't too happy tonight, man. I ain't too happy. As y'all can see, if my energy low, y'all just gotta roll with your boy tonight, man. If you know me and um, you know how I am about football, man. You know my football intellect. Um, then I'm big on discipline, bro. I'm really big on discipline, and I think tonight was an absolute shit show. It was an absolute shit show. Nothing about what I saw tonight was dominance. Nothing at all. And we I wasn't sure if I was gonna come on this thing tonight, man, but I've been pissed, bro. Ever since I watched that game, I can only imagine how Coach Prime feel, and it ain't even his team. I mean, it ain't even my team, So it's his team. That's what I meant to say. But a couple of things, bro. Because we got our recap show tomorrow, Tiger Talk, and bro, I am, even when I played ball, bro, like this is why I don't coach. I don't coach because I don't have the temperament for it. Because I've been, I'll be like Bobby Knight, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I know I stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? I stay in my lane, and I know my limitations. But man, I do not. It's two things I don't like. Really, it's two things I really don't like. Man, if your thing is nobody died, Tigers win, the end, then this ain't the show for you. This ain't the show for you. I'm gonna get my football take. You know what I'm saying? We gotta talk football because this is what happens when we gotta talk football, man. I mean, it's about, if that's all it is, if the name, let me say this: the name of the game is winning. I'm happy that we won the game. But that's all you're gonna get from me. I'm happy that the defense didn't give up a tug. But that's it. That's all I'm gonna give you on tonight, man. But two things I don't like, and that's badass kids and that's undisciplined athletes. Like I hate lack of discipline, bro. Like it's like nails on chalk. And everybody know when you're playing football, man, you gotta take care of the football, bro. You gotta take care of the football. I think it's just I mean, disgusted probably wouldn't even. I mean, disgusted is probably the best word for it. I'm gonna mention 5 plays, man, and it just kind of sums up the night. First and foremost, we were out of position. They gave up the 3 points initially. Good thing that we recovered. Second thing is, man, we missed a block that caused us to actually miss 3 points, which led to a kick being blocked. Tito fumbles the ball. We substitute in J.D. Martin, and first possession out. We fumble the ball on the goal line, crossing the end zone. Very Grambling, or should I say, Grambling in the springtime. In the spring, when Chemo fumbled the ball on the goal line. You got to take care of the football, man. You got to take care of the football, bro. You got to take care of the football. You got to take care of the football. You got to take care of the football. Period, man. I mean, we put the ball on the ground tonight like we just was. Offense played like we was listening to all the headlines, and we thought we was really good. So we went out there and we weren't focused. And you could tell we weren't focused because we were putting the ball on the ground. So yeah, man, that's a whole 10 points right there alone. Then, you know, you get stuffed on the goal line. That's another tug. You know what I'm saying? I mean, them 3 points, them 3-point field goals could have very easily been. I mean, we had a drop touchdown. We had a goal line stand where we couldn't get a push. We fumbled going across the touchdown. We had a holding penalty on a touchdown catch. Hollywood Shane Hooks is bro, when you catch the ball in the middle of the field, my gosh, bro, you got 4 people around you. Go down. Go down. That little 2 yards ain't worth the risk of every time. Anybody know football know it's a very high probability when you're playing in the middle of the field and you're surrounded by defenders and when you're trying to like fight for those last few yards, it's a very high probability that while you're exerting energy to get that 1 or 2 yards, you're at risk of losing the ball. All right. So if I had a score, 45-13, I think. And honestly, it should have been 45-3. If I'm being generous and we get those 28 points we left on the field, I can say 35, I can say 38, however you want to spin it. I'm gonna just be generous and say 28. We scored 45 points. This game ain't even close. Again, I'm gonna say it again. There's only one team that can beat Jack State this year, and that's Jack State. Only Jack State can beat Jack State. I don't no disrespect to Tennessee State. I'm gonna get on the defense, man, because the defense needs to be commended. I'm gonna tell y'all again, like I said it, man. I don't know if I need the help. I might need to switch Niles Gaddy to my front runner because I had him as a dark horse. Had some big players, man, but I'm not gonna go in depth with the players because we do have to do our recap tomorrow. So I'm actually in the process of rewatching the game because I did have my event tonight that I was attending. So I was kind of in and out, and I missed some stuff. But I saw enough to see what I needed to see. I saw the majority of the game, but I missed some plays I actually missed. So before we do our recap tomorrow, I'm definitely going to go back and watch the game and dissect it. But I'm going to say it like this right here, man. The defense showed up, and the defense saved out behind a lot last season, but this defense ain't gave up a touchdown all year. 2 games against 2 supposedly formidable foes, man, did not give up a touchdown. That's extremely impressive. That's impressive, man. And then let me say it like this. For them to give up 3 points in the first quarter and to not give up no more points the rest of the game, it's to be commended, man. You know, I'm a little salty behind the lack of discipline. I mean, my man, I hear Willie up. I'm like, bro, it's 9-3, man. First touchdown of the game, bro. You can't take your helmet off. You can't take your fucking helmet off and run down the end zone and get a penalty, bro. It's like, I'm gonna say it like this right here, man. This is my I ain't cutting no corners. This late night anyway. This late night chat with your boy, man. Sy'veon Wilkerson needs to be starting at running back. Those are my I ain't gonna give away all my talking points because I do want y'all to tune in to Tiger Talk. But I'm gonna tell you like this right here, man. We got us a running back. And y'all know if y'all been following me and been listening to what I've been saying, y'all know the type of running back style that I like. We got us a kicker, Alejandro Automata. You understand what I'm saying? That boy, hey, that's the player of the game right there, man. Player of the game is the player that scored the most points. He had 9 tonight. He could have had, actually, he had 10. If you count the extra point, he could have had 13. But give C Senor the game ball, man. Ugly game. You got to win that game. Zoe went live tonight. Make sure y'all go holler at my boy. Today was his birthday. He went live on his page, Zoe Phillips, Tiger Talk. Make sure you go subscribe to that page, man. And yeah, man, he called it a character building game. I agree with that, but I was just a little too pissed off earlier. I didn't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it, man, because it's like, I know, man, All right. So is it because of the short week? You know, a couple things. Travis didn't play. I actually agree with the decision. In a game like that, you don't run a risk. I mean, everybody know Travis is healing. He went out and played last game and balled out, shut the side of the field down on 60%. But you got to be careful with that ankle, man, and make sure that you're not out there on that old gimpy field, bunch of roughnecks. You know, Tennessee State. Kudos to Tennessee State, man. Tennessee State got a tough team, but we shut them down. Best running back in the OVC, shut him down. Draylen Ellis, shut him down. You understand what I'm talking about? Like if you want to pull out, if you want to, sing a moral victory for Tennessee State, then you feel free to do that. They got dominated tonight from our defensive standpoint. But I got to doff my hat off to their defense because their defense made it very difficult for us. Shadeur still did his typical stuff. A lot of drop balls, man. Dallas Daniels dropped the touchdown. Kevin Coleman, I think, dropped the tug. Balls hitting you right in your hands, bro. You got to catch those, man. Just lack of focus, man. And listen, the question I would ask is like let's not. I mean, these guys ain't robots. I'm not being heavily too critical, but like Coach said, man, they got some people on the outside that's really making things really comfortable for them. I mean, they're in the city of Jackson. Not everybody in the city of Jackson has a good situation, so I know the players have been dealing with a lot. But to start the season on the road, two road games, two hostile. Somewhat high-profile classic games, and then you got a short week where you play on a Sunday, you back Monday morning, early Monday morning, get back into Jackson, and then you got a very short week, a very short turnaround. We back in Memphis in 4 days, so 3 days actually. We was in Memphis, so no excuses. I know the coach ain't. Our head coaches and our head coach and his coaching staff ain't gonna make no excuses for the players. You got to go out and execute, man. I just thought we lacked focus tonight on the offensive side of the ball, and I can definitely expect it. I would say expect to see some things being moved around a little bit, maybe even some changes personnel wise or whatever. But I can only imagine what the content gonna look like, what the video is gonna look like, because I tell you, man, that was brutal. That was tough to watch. But that might be the worst game we played all season. And if you're gonna play a worse game, what better timing to play it? You play it at the early, but it felt very Celebration Bowl-ish with the turnovers, man. I know we only had 2. QB1 didn't throw an interception, but it just felt like we got lucky on that Tito fumble anyway. But the game really wasn't as close as it was. We made it close. And that's what I'm saying. That's what's so frustrating about it, is that we talking about. So you got to understand my frustration. My frustration stems from a standard of wanting to dominate. If you just want to be good and you just want to win, then by all means, Tyler, he's not gonna waste anything. Like this thing, you gotta understand, there is no wasting. This is a team that's centered around competition. You're not just gonna show up and say, I'm a 4-star, I'm gonna get on the field. Your ass gotta earn your keep, man, at Jackson State. This a new regime, man. If you don't want to compete, then don't sign with Jackson State. That's all I'm gonna tell you, because we deep, we loaded, and I don't feel sorry for no player that don't hit the field. You know what I'm saying? And Blue, to your point, you can say that all you want to, but we did that to ourselves. It ain't have shit to do with Tennessee State. You can say it was, okay, they tackled them. But I'm telling you right now, if we don't do what we do, if you want to sing Tennessee State's praises, then take out the violin and do it yourself, man. I didn't see shit tonight from Tennessee State to be impressed about, other than the fact that they did make contact with the players that put the ball on the ground. But at the end of the day, the players that put the ball on the ground tonight, that's on them. It didn't have nothing to do with the other team. The players that didn't catch the ball, that's on them. The player that had the false snap, that's on them. It ain't got nothing to do with no Tennessee State. We actually should have blew their ass off the field, bro. We should have beat them by 50 if we being real about it. But go ahead with the narratives, though. I'm just telling you what I saw. And ain't nobody going to convince me. There is nothing I saw tonight from Tennessee State that said that game should have been over with in the second quarter. That's why I'm frustrated, because we did it to ourselves. Just saying, bro, when you taking Kevin Coleman catch a touchdown, but you got a false start penalty or whatever the hell it was, holding penalty. You crossing the goal line, and it's just goofy stuff, man. Goofy stuff. Just tuck the ball in, man. Put your head down and go across the fundamental stuff. And I'm just saying, if that stuff happens, we talking about a whole different thing. But at the end of the day, if somebody wants to, man, I'm gonna leave that alone, bro. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna say the wrong thing, and somebody probably gonna take it the wrong way. But we ain't losing no games, bro. So if that's what y'all waiting on, that ain't gonna happen. You know, getting close don't mean nothing to me. I'm more frustrated with just undisciplined football. I don't really care. I'm consistent with this. I always hate turnovers, man, because I just feel like, you know, if it's a tip pass that leads to interception, good play by the defense. But just giving away turnovers, man, and just not, I mean, I never understand how your teammate fumbles the ball, we recover it, and then the next play you come in the game and you fumble the ball. It's like, bro, come on, dog. Tennessee State didn't fumble. So it ain't like, I mean, for as dominant as a defense that we was, they didn't have no turnovers. We were sticking them just like they were sticking us. So my question is, why we put the ball on the ground and they didn't? Because they were more focused when it comes to holding on to the football, and we weren't. So I'm saying fumbles fall on the player. It don't fall on to me unless you. I mean, I get it. Shane gets stripped. You know, I mean, it's just goofy shit. Like I don't really care, man. I'm sorry. We should have blew them out. And let the narratives, people that want to say, let me say this right here, man. If you want to make a fucking narrative about Jackson State, then make it. Make it. Y'all do it anyway. You're gonna do it anyway. It don't matter what we do. We beat a motherfucker 59-3, and it's still narratives out there. It's like, oh, the referee's holding. It's always gonna be something. So I don't care about that. That part I could give two fucks about. Honestly, I could. Because the narratives are gonna be there. But I'm talking just undisciplined, man. Just that was. But I'll say this though. Even though all that went down, it was never a moment where I was actually nervous watching the game. I didn't feel like we were gonna lose because I felt like the defense was. After I saw the defense doing what they did, I was like, unless somebody do something goofy and like give up a big play, I don't see this team moving the ball at all. And if you sit up here and tell me that y'all guessed that we was gonna hold Tennessee State to 0 touchdowns, I tell you to your face, you're a damn lie. Because ain't nobody. I mean, there was some people that was in 69-3. I had 45-13. But if you really, one thing I did not account for, and that I'll take the hit for that. I said I stand corrected. I did not account for us to be this careless with the ball. And this, I felt like we had took a step forward at Florida State, man, where it looked like we played somewhat of a complete game, but we did have a couple of drives where we had these mental lapses. Then you go back and you follow the content. If you follow the content of the videos, Coach is preaching this. He's saying this, that we have these moments, it seemed like, where we get bored and we start doing stupid stuff at practice, and that showed that reared its ugly head today. Now, with that reared its ugly head and it cost us to lose a game. Now, I think the best thing that could have happened to us tonight was for us to win, but for us to win the way we did, because I don't make the statements that a win feels like a loss. A win don't ever feel like a loss to me. A win is a win and a loss is a loss, because I can promise you right now, if we had lost that game, it would be a total different feeling. It feels good to be 2-0. Now, crank up the Grambling narrative. Now, I was wrong about that. Blue made a good point. I really didn't know what the hell Northwestern State had going on, but it looked like Grambling had a good game. I'm glad their confidence is going to be high. Somebody said Grambling's going to come to Jackson with their chest stuck out. I said, good. I want them to. I want you to come to Jackson with your confidence high so we can cave your chest in and send you back home with your head, with your chin on your chest. I can tell you like this right here, man. Good luck trying to score on that defense. Unless we do something stupid, it ain't nobody that's pushing nothing out there that's going to be able to put points on the board like they think they will. You got to hope like hell that we play like we played tonight. In some kind of way, you can squeeze out some points. Because I can tell you right now, Tennessee State would have scored some points, but they could have scored some points. They could have won the game, but they could not score because what? We got the best defense in all the FCS right now. And I'm sticking by that. You show me who averaging 3 points a game right now. Maybe somebody is. I don't know. I can't say. But I'm telling you, I like what I see. And then the fact that we gave up 3 points, you know, maybe the adrenaline was high. I don't know. But overall, man, I ain't gonna make no excuses for it. I mean, maybe I'm too harsh, but I'm sorry. I'll never excuse undisciplined football, man. That was absolutely disgusting what I saw today. It was disgusting because everything that we did could have been prevented if we would have been focused. But we weren't. We weren't focused, and it showed. And it's frustrating because we should have had, I'm telling you, we should have scored. Easily we had 28 points. I just, like I said, just being generous, 28 points easily. J.D. Martin, that should have been a touchdown and not a touchback going the other way. That's 7 points right there. The push at the line. Now, I got to give Tennessee State credit for that because they did give a stop. But my point is, if you're on the 1 yard line, man, you got to make that happen, bro. You got to will yourself over there. So I'm saying that's another 7 points. Again, the touchdown dropped. That's another 7 points. Again, the touchdown caught, but it was a penalty. That's another 7 points. If you just stop right there, that alone will tell you everything you need to know. We was driving the ball for the score. In my opinion, we could at least got a field goal. But the second effort, maybe that's a 3 points. Maybe that's a touchdown. We don't know, man. But I'm just saying, you don't know when you're giving the ball away. And we literally we didn't dominate, but we won. We swept the SWAC and we went to a Celebration Bowl last season. And we let ourselves basically give a game away because we didn't take care of football. And to the victor goes the spoils, man. So, but tonight we found ourselves on the right side of the W column and not we didn't take an L. So, I had to wait a minute, man, to kind of calm down some, bro, because it just was like, I was just disgusted with that, man. So, but nevertheless, man, we got a lot to build on, a lot to build on. I will say this though, in all due respect, I gotta say this. It sounds like I'm talking out my mouth and out both sides of my mouth, but I'm not. I'm not gonna take anything from Tennessee State. Tennessee State is a solid team. I said something last night that I gotta go back and change. I said that I felt like FAMU was a better team than Tennessee State. I was wrong. I was wrong. I absolutely think that if Tennessee State played FAMU, that Tennessee State would beat FAMU. I don't have a question in my after what I seen today. Shout out to the defense coordinator for making it a little tough for us in certain instances. But I mean, that's a physical team, man. Physical team. Probably got some pros on that team. You know, if they like more victories, then they leave and say, okay, we held Jack State 16 when it should have been 45. You know what I'm saying? You know, you do the math. What's 28 plus 16 in my book? Last time I checked, 45. So you give me them 4 tugs, it's 45-3. You know what I'm saying? So I actually did think Tennessee State would score more, but it goes to show that our defense is for real, man. Like I said, I'm on. Look, John Huggins had a big game tonight. Niles Gaddy had a monster game, man. Justin Reagan, monster game, man. We did some fun stuff tonight. We had 8 sacks. Niles Gaddy had 4. Niles Gaddy had 4 sacks. So that means in 2 games, this young man got 6 sacks. So he's on track right now. I mean, you do the math, man. James Houston had 16 and a half. And I'm saying in 2 games, he got 11, you know, how many games, you know, not even counting the Celebration Bowl or the SWAC championship. He got 9 games. If he just get a sack a game, he gonna be right on track to to tie, if not pass. I want him to break the record because he needs 17 sacks. So that means he needs about a good 11 sacks in the next 9 games. And if he do that, I said dark horse defensive player of the year. I don't know about that one. That might be the range. He might be the head guy when it comes to defensive coordinator, man. So, I mean, not defensive coordinator. What I'm talking about, defensive player of the year. Speaking of defensive coordinator, man, shout out to Coach DT, man, Dennis Thurman, dialing up the right stuff, man. They look like they bailed out the offense a lot, man, and it kind of sucks when I don't know what it is, man. It's like when stank get on you. It's like a funny smell. You know how something stink and it get on you. You basically you got to just take everything off and go take a shower sometimes in order to get it off. You can't just wipe your shoe. Like if you had some poop on your shoe, you can't just clean the poop off your shoe. You know, you smell it, the aroma around. You almost got to just take everything off. That's what it felt like tonight. It felt like in the earlier part of the game when we fumbled the ball across the goal line, that was the boo-boo. And that boo-boo got on our shoe, and it just stunk up everything. It just kept rolling like that. It just kept rolling like that, man. I wasn't there. It looked like the game held up from a weather standpoint. It was gloomy, but I don't know if it was wet, like talking about it. Maybe the field was wet from when it rained previously, but the weather pretty much held up. So Blue didn't jinx us to have a rain delay. I know shout out to everybody had a chance to go, but I can tell you right now, man, I know them players going to be happy to be home finally, man, and to get that home cooking, man. So the next 2 games we got Grambling coming in with their confidence high. So y'all go ahead and create them narratives, man. Talk about how, Maurice Washington had a couple of big runs tonight for the Grambling. They look like they done found them a quarterback. I want y'all to get them narratives pumping, man, because we really need to make sure that we talk about Grambling in a really good light and how Grambling done figured it out. And they're going to be able to put up some points on Jackson State. And they got a good defense. They're going to shut us down. Tennessee State gave them the blueprint. And go ahead and pick Grambling. Make us the underdogs so we can beat the hell out of them. And then y'all can go back to the drawing board and figure out what y'all going to say next. So, like I said, we come away with a win. But it was ugly. And I do mean extremely ugly, in no shape, form, or fashion. Am I satisfied with what I saw? I feel bad for the players, man, because I think it's gonna be ugly, man. I absolutely agree with this. Best to do it. I'm a big fan. I think we found ourselves a running back. If 36 not starting next Saturday, I'll be shocked. But I like what I saw. I think he had 15 carries, I think, for about 85. I got to go back and look at the stats. I'm not looking at the stats right now, but I think hold on just a second. Yeah, man. It was crazy out there, man. Looked like it was a pretty good turnout. Last trip to Memphis. I haven't been to Memphis in quite a while, man, but I'm just glad to get that game over with because that game is just, we played Tennessee State for 30 plus years, man. Hopefully maybe we can get a home and home, get them to come to Jackson and we go to Nashville. That'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind doing a home and home with Tennessee State. That I don't care about the, there we go, 15 for 87 yards. Thought it was like 85, 87, but Sy'veon Wilkerson, man. Hey, one thing I got to give him credit for is that he saw his 2 running back teammates toting that rock like a bag of bread coming out the grocery store and fumbling. He started and Tucker was running with 2 hands, man. I said, hey, look, it's all good. The refs was pretty shitty, man. They were, and that's I'm not going, but you know what? I'm not gonna even go there, bro, because they missed some calls. They did. They missed a couple of holding penalties, but I'm pretty sure Tennessee State will probably say the same thing. They missed some calls, but I don't know, man. Did J.D. Martin cross the field? Did he cross the goal line or did he fumble? I couldn't really tell because, like I said, I was trying not to be on my phone, man. But I had to check periodically or whatnot. So That stream was, oh man, come on. Oh my God. Let's talk about that for a quick second. Whose decision was it to, anyway, I need Yard talking to everybody else, man. Actually, Blue, that targeting was by the rule. It's a shitty rule, though. It's a dumb rule. From what I know, it's football. But by the interpretation of the rule, it was targeting. But the rule itself sucks. And I just think that's football, man. I don't know. I mean, that's a textbook tackle in my opinion. I mean, if I'm playing football back in my day, I don't know what else you could do. But they put the rule in the game where it's almost like they want you to just, two-hand touch the quarterback, or you want to grab him and then fall with him or something, man. But to like lead with the crown of the helmet in the upper region of the body, I think. So if you lead with the crown, that's considered targeting now. So yeah, it was. I saw the penalties. I said, I thought it was. I won't go there with the referees because I don't feel like we deserve the right to complain about the referees. As bad as we played, as bad as our focus and discipline was tonight, we don't have the right to mention the referees because the referees didn't have nothing to do with us fumbling the ball. It didn't have nothing to do with us dropping passes. It didn't have nothing to do with us holding. It didn't have nothing to do with us false starts. It didn't have nothing to do with that. That was us. That was lack of focus. And like Coach said in the video earlier, he was like, look, you can be good, but you ain't going to be dominant. And at the end of the day, when it's going about as bad as it could go, I don't think you want to do is come away with a win, man. It got to a point in the game when you was like, all right, this just ain't our day. We just got to win this shit and get the hell out of here. We got to get what we came here for, and we got to roll, bro, because we didn't – I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This thing good, by the way. Hold on, let me knock this out. Yeah. Woo. Man, it's grown, boy. But yeah, man, hold on just a second. Let me go to the comment. Ken, did you think Shadeur got in on the quarterback sneak from our stream feed? Looked like he got no, I just think that let me tell you something, man. Yeah, Shadeur's a smart kid, bro. Them big old boys was hitting hard, man. Them boys hit hard, man. And I'm telling you, that's one thing I will give Tennessee State credit for. They tackle well, man. They don't miss a lot of tackles. They definitely, and when they hit you, you feel that. That's they play big boy ball. So yeah, you ain't going in there trying to run over one of them dudes, man. Especially not big number 11 with the big old joint on his arm, man. I told you that big linebacker, man, was brutal. But the D-line, I was more impressed. The D-line was better than what I assumed in that first game. I owed them. I did say I thought they were slow. They couldn't keep up with the receivers. That was wrong on my assessment. I did feel like they were slow. Maybe it was that field because I ain't never ran on a red, wet field. So maybe it was the field. I got to give credit to Tennessee State. They were able to hang with our wide receivers. And then when our wide receivers weren't getting what they felt like they probably should have gotten, or it wasn't coming easy to them, hey, man, you got to start making them tough catches, Shadeur still threw for over 200, one tug, no interception. So he's sitting with 6 on the season and about a good, 500-600 yards. I mean, not bad, man. Not bad. Not a bad start. But I'll say it like this right here. From a physicality standpoint, I think it's safe to say that Grambling may have a similar physical style defense than the Tennessee State team that we just saw. Now, with that being said, I haven't really got into the breakdown because I haven't seen the Grambling game. I got a lot of football to go watch. Like I said, man, I am not at home, obviously, and I'm not in my element. I'm not around my multiple TVs. I got my tablet, my phone, and my TVs on different games, and I'm able to catch everything. So I am in the first quarter of tonight's game, and I'm gonna watch that game until I go to sleep. And tomorrow I'll finish it up to make sure that I have my talking points down. So whenever we do our Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club recap, I want to make sure that I'm keen and laser, razor sharp on my assessments, but I saw enough to know that I was utterly disgusted. You know, y'all gotta forgive me. This is my football mind that I'm speaking with. So I don't think that the players would be offended by what I have to say. I'm not calling nobody out, but at the same time, collectively from a offensive and if I had to grade the team on our focus and discipline tonight, I would give us an F. Yeah, I'm a hard grader when it comes to discipline and focus, man. I am. So coach said he wants players that are smart, tough, fast, disciplined, and with character. Did we play smart tonight? Did we play tough? Yeah, I say we played tough. Did we play fast? I say we played fast. I can say we played fast in certain aspects of the game. Did we play discipline? Hell no. Did we play with character? Absolutely not. So that's 40%, bro. Is that 40%? Yeah. That's 2 out of 5, man. That's 40%. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Anytime you get a 40, you failing, bro. I don't care what it is. You get 40% effort, man. That's a bad. So luckily for us, man, we were able to we got a kicker. Imagine if we had last year's situation with the kicking situation, because that would have been ugly. So I appreciate Mata. I appreciate C Senor, man. You know, so sometimes when you get punched in the mouth, sometimes you go into a fight. Like I'm a big UFC fight, Nate Diaz fight. He fought tonight. Kamar Usman, hey man, he was in the 5th round, bro. Got kicked in the head and it looked like he saw his maker. So trust me, bro, it could go. You can get that haymaker blown sent your way pretty quickly if you ain't careful, man. So is it cause for concern? No, because I do trust the coaches. I know what he preaching. I know what he wants, and I know what the expectations are. So I just think practice is going to be brutal for this next week. I think practice is going to be brutal, man. And I just, I know they'll be better from it. And but we can't have another situation like this again. I did feel like them first few games was going to be tough. But man, hats off to that defense, man, to only have given up a total of 6 points in 2 games. If you'd have told me at the beginning of it, if you'd have told me in the summertime, hey Ken, when Jackson State played FAMU and Tennessee State at the beginning of the year, in 2 games, y'all gonna give up a total of 6 points. Man, if you'd have told me that, I would have said, boy, we got ourselves something. They finna run the stadium. I don't know if they're gonna run the stadium, man, but I have no updates as far as players at this point. I don't even think that even matters at this point. I think we're going to see whoever emerged at practice this week. Y'all saw Malachi hit the field. Nugget gonna be okay, man. I don't know if Nugget. I didn't see Nugget play tonight. If y'all let me know if y'all saw number 4 on the field. I didn't. Like I said, I got to go back and watch it. I wasn't there, but I'll be in Jackson next week, man. So I'll definitely be close enough to have everything that I need to know, have all the questions that I have in my head answered, and we'll see, man. We'll see. So, oh, he didn't play. Okay. Coach, what's up, Coach? So yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, listen, I'm gonna say this, and I stand on this. I trust our coaching staff, man. And what I mean when I say this is that whatever they decide to do, with their personnel, you gotta trust that they know what they're doing. Sometimes we feel emotions about certain players, and we're not privy to the inside goings on. You see what I'm saying? It could be something more. It could be personal. It could be play. It could be a multitude of things. But we'll find out what's going on, and we'll, if it's okay to go. And I don't think when it comes to stuff like what somebody mentioned in the comments, I'm not gonna go there because I really and truly do care about these players, man, and I just want to see what's best for them, football or not. So I'm always gonna err on the side of what's favorable to the players. I don't believe that we need to know everything. I don't believe that. I don't believe that we need to have every single detail. Everything don't need to be for the airwaves, man. And somebody that mentioned somebody that's dealt with mental illness, man, myself, and have gone to therapy. Listen, this is a good time for me to say, man, if you dealing with something, anybody that's under the sound of my voice, man, get some help. You know what I'm saying? Go talk to somebody. You know, we all deal with trauma. We all got past. We all got a whole lot of stuff we be dealing with, man. And sometimes people, this, man, a lot of times people don't even realize like Jackson State is an outlet for a lot of people, man. Especially coming from Jackson, bro. Y'all see what's going on in our home, in our city, man. Y'all see that, bro. We got water coming out the faucet, bro. And I can't get emotional on this thing because I am Jackson, Mississippi, man. I don't care where I go. That's my home, my whole family there, my daughter there. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when you turn a faucet on, bro, and you got shit coming out of there that look like coffee, come on, man. I mean, it's deeper than you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than just sports or whatever. But sometimes, man, things happen for a reason. So I hope they used today's performance as a wake-up call that you ain't as good as you think you are. So sometimes you need to get punched in the face to realize that your defense ain't as good as you think it is. You need to get in that gym, and the worst thing you can do is let a player think that they're good. And I don't think the coaches, because this is the cool part about having a NFL Hall of Fame head football coach. Hey man, their expectation and their standard and what they see to be good is it's on a different level, bro. Like we might think that person's good, but he's like, man, I've seen greatness at his zenith. That ain't greatness. And I know what it takes to get to that level. So the output ain't there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. You know, we be sitting up here talking and somebody could be dealing with something deeper than football. And then next thing you know, something go down and then we like, oh man, I didn't know it was like that. And it'd be like, you know, so that's why I feel like, you know, we try to keep it positive, keep it on the up and up. But my emotions was more from out of frustration. I ain't got no beef with nobody. I don't have no beef with nobody. I really ain't got no problems with nobody. So whether I agree with the take or don't agree with the take, I probably agree with you tonight, you know, with the criticism of what you saw, because I saw it too. It ain't no one thing I'll say. And this is why when you're reporting and you're in this media space, I guess I'm in the media space now. You want to keep your emotions and your biases out of it and just speak football, because those that really know football will know if you're talking as a fan and you it's riddled with biases. I am a fan of Jackson State first and foremost, but at the same time, I'm not a fan of what I saw tonight. I can now trust me, it ain't all negative. It's just that I'm harping on the things that I really don't like. I gave you my percentage. It's a 40%, 40% ain't gonna cut it, man. It's not gonna do it, you know. So yeah, it's back to the drawing board. We're gonna hit the reset button. We won the game, but I think the coaching staff is going to really have our team prepared for next Saturday based off of tonight, because they're going to get probably, if they ain't already, they're going to get one of they're going to get a good scolding. I'll say that. And I think y'all know what I mean when I say that. But let's jump into some positivity real quick, because I don't want the tone to be all bad, doom and gloom. Number one, like I said, we won 16-3. Oh, I did not see that one. 16-3. Man, we left a lot of points on the board. But again, like we said, we got a good kicker. Shout out to Alejandro Mata. Hey man, freshman kicker straight out of high school was kicking for Buford last year. We got ourselves a running back. And look, our backups are going to be serviceable. By backups, I mean that if we start Sy'veon Wilkerson and we go ahead and we still got Tito and JD and Tyson and some other running backs that I think we might see more of going into week 3. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But with QB1 and I think we're gonna clean up the mistakes on the line. Sometimes when you're getting hit in the mouth at the point of attack, that defensive line was physical, man. It was physical. So maybe some of that physicality had a little bit to do with why you saw some of the undisciplined penalties and stuff like that. Even though we only had, I got to go look at the penalty count. Somebody give me the penalty count. I think we had, I think Blue showed that to me. I think we had 6 penalties, and then Tennessee State had 9, I think. Yeah. I think that's what it was. But again, it was critical. It was critical penalties, So I wouldn't say should have been. I wouldn't say should have been. You got to understand that it is a pecking order. Sometimes if a kid earned a right to start, it's their job to lose. Now they got to go maintain that job. And I think Sy'veon is consistently proven why he was why he was able to do what he did last year in the MEAC, which is a very physical, tough. And I told Zoe, man, that South Carolina State was going to beat up Bethune-Cookman, man. They beat them boys up, man. That defense that's a good defense over there. Buddy Pugh got that defense ready to roll, man. So offense, not so much, but hey, they put up 30-some points tonight. So, shout out to South Carolina State for beating Bethune-Cookman handily, actually. Jalen threw the ball to the other team a couple of times, but hey, we'll see them on October 15th. But other good takeaways, again, that defense, man. I can't wait to go break down the defense because when I do my recap, I'm actually going to highlight all the defenders that I thought did a really good job today, man. Jeremiah Brown, like I said, John Huggins, Justin Reagan, Niles Gaddy was a madman, Jason Mercier, Gerente Davis. I mean, Khalil Arrington. The list goes on and on and on. But I really want to hone in on some specifics. So when I'm gonna go back and watch the game, and like I said, when we come back to you guys and give you our full recap on Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club podcast, definitely gonna give you a little bit more meat. This is kind of like a first reaction. You kind of caught me in my element. I probably, I normally don't really. For those that know me, I kind of need like a 12-hour cooling down period. Like, talk to me tomorrow. I didn't take any phone calls tonight because I don't like talking when I ain't in my right mind, when I ain't feeling real good about a whole lot. I had some calls I just kind of ignored and put my phone on do not disturb because I needed to reset and make sure I saw what I saw, get my emotions together and feel a little bit better. And but again, my expectation is dominance. My expectation is the same expectation that the coach has. I want to see us kick everybody in the teeth. I don't want it to be close. I don't want it to be nail biting. I don't want to be on the edge of my seat. I want to monkey stomp everybody. But I understand it's football and it's week to week. Sometimes you're going to run into some teams that's just going to have your number. And Tennessee State, for the most part, had our number, and we was able to pull away at the end. So we got the victory, 2-0, so we got some things we can build on, especially with that defense, man. That defense is going to keep coming. And like I said, Travis is let's talk about Travis real quick because I know this is the thing that a lot of people asked about. It's a precautionary thing. You got to think about it. That field, y'all know. I mean, dealing with, you see him in the boot for SWAC Media Day. You see him go to Miami. Miami was hot. It was a dry field. It wasn't wet. But this field was, had some water. It wasn't fully dry. It was an extremely physical team. Maybe that wasn't a game to play him, so it was, you hold him out from a precautionary standpoint. Do we see him versus Grambling? I can't tell you that right now. Maybe we do, I don't know, but I trust the coaching staff. I trust the medical staff and team. that they're gonna do what's in the best interest for Travis. Travis is a high commodity, man. So you definitely don't want to rush him into a situation or rush any player back and mess around and run the risk of them losing. Cam is a pro. Cam Sim Craig is one of my favorite JSU football Tigers, man. I just love the way that kid plays. He plays with just a fire, man, and a tenacity. He's fearless, man. If I had to give a word for him, it's fearless. That young man is a baller, and I feel good when Sy'veon's on the field, man. So but I'm excited to go look at that defense, man. I just couldn't stomach all the mistakes and the errors today. It just really didn't sit well with me. But I'm done with that. I had to get that out. Pardon me. I appreciate y'all for allowing me to vent in front of your face. But now that I done got that out, I'm gonna move on from it. And I'll be a little bit more, I'll get back to being positive. Man, bro. Because I hadn't said much, and this is the first time I've said anything since the game has been over. Other than I sent a couple of text messages, and I just let's just say I had a lot of emojis with the the little red fire, frowned up emoji with the little the cuss words coming out of it. I was fired up earlier, man. So I wasn't gonna talk to anybody because I probably would have said the wrong thing, but I'm cool now. I got it out. Woosah. But we won the game, man. Won the game. Hats off to Coach Eddie George and the team he's building at Tennessee State. That team, Blue, you tell me, did you see, can that team win the OVC? I think the team has a chance to win the OVC if they play, up to the standard. They definitely could do it. Austin Peay dominated Valley today. They didn't even Valley didn't even score. So I definitely feel like the OVC is not it's not a pushover league. So they're gonna have to come to play. Draylen Ellis is a good quarterback for us to stabilize him and pretty much shut him down. Starlin has some 18 carries. I want to say he had like 80 something yards tonight too. But to hold Tennessee State to, I want to say, under 150 yards for total offense, nobody has given. Okay, there you go. Blue said they should win the OVC, and if they finish anywhere below second, it'll be a disappointment. Austin Peay. Oh yeah, Austin Peay is an A-Sun. Good call out. Good call out. I thought they were because Draylen Ellis. Okay, they moved to the A-Sun. That's right. Draylen Ellis was the OVC. He played with them last season, and he was the OVC Offensive Player of the Year. So that's why I got it mixed up. Appreciate y'all for correcting me on that. Kenneth Austin Peay left the OVC. Defense wins games. That's true. Every game would not be a blowout. I agree with that, Diamond. I agree. Gotta take care of the football though. Gotta take care of the football, man. I'm believe it or not, I didn't play football in college. I played basketball, and I cringe when it comes to turnovers. Turnovers is, unforced, just careless turnovers is just a pet peeve of mine. I'll never, ever be okay with that. So, yeah, it is a part of the game. I don't know, man. So I'm watching. So y'all check this out. Earlier today, man, I'm watching. Y'all know, man. I rock with the. Saban said what he said, but I would root for Alabama, but I was also would root for Texas, right? You got Texas, Alabama today. And I didn't root for neither one of them. I just watched the game. And I don't know if it's me, man. It just seemed like every time Alabama have a bad damn day, something told me. I said, man, I wonder if, because y'all remember, I think we lost the same time or something like that. The Celebration Bowl, we both lost. The Aflac Bowl, they both lost in the championship game, man. They lost the Celebration Bowl. Nick Saban. Something just, man, if you look, today was one of the most uncharacteristic, undisciplined days I've ever seen in Alabama football. So I guess I should really just lighten up a little bit because no, I ain't gonna lighten up. But if you watch that game, man, that was atrocious too, from a discipline standpoint. Alabama just looked like they ain't even practiced this week, but they still found a way to squeak out a win, a last-second field goal to win the game 20-19. He said it's the full moon, bro. Maybe it is, man. We got to capitalize on our red zone. Somebody give me that stat. Blue, somebody, anybody. Hey, how many times were we in the red zone and did not score? Somebody tell me in the chat, man. How many times did we hit the red zone and we did not score? That's true, man. Hey, Bryce is a baller. Now, that my man coming off that edge was supposed to get that sack, but Bryce kind of ducked under him, and he there were also 4 FCS over FBS today. Hey, man, that's true. That's true. That's true. Hey, man, look. Today was a weird day for football, bro. 9 times. Oh my gosh. Woo-wee. Lord have mercy. Hey, you know what? I can't sit up here and act like they was practicing and it was a skeleton drill. That was a team across them. That's when you got to give that team that credit. You got to give that team credit for it, and I'll give it to them. You know, Tennessee State they did what they needed to do, man, and they held their own. They did what they needed to do, and they held their own. 9 times in the red zone, 4 out of 10, I believe. Man, I want to say 9. My gosh, 33% red zone score rate. That's boy, that's gonna get you beat. Boy, that's gonna get you beat. Now, I'm glad you said that. That's a great statistic, Kenneth. Isn't that close? Now, that's less than 40. I talked about the smart, tough, fast, discipline with character. We was 2 out of 5 today. That's 40%, and we were 33% in the red zone. Hey, I'm a Raiders fan. Al Davis, just win, man. Games like that, you got to. But Zoe was right. It's a character building game. It was absolutely a character building game. I hope we build character from this. Jack stayed with 3 for 5 in the red zone, according to the stat sheet from the press conference. 3 for 5. Well, yeah, 3 for 5. Damn. Everybody's saying 9. Who hit you with the stats? Bama is very young. Man, the best player, Will Young, I think that's his name, 31, man. Man, he was offsides back to back. It was a weird day for football, man. Maybe it's something going on in the atmosphere for real, bro. Maybe it's something going on. And let's say this too. Look, I don't live in Jackson, man, but I'm still affected by what's going on in Jackson. Man, stuff affects people differently. We don't know, man. We don't know how things might affect people, man, and what people are dealing with, especially what the young men are dealing with. And you hope that, I don't know, maybe they know something that we're not privy to, and they just was out there just trying to just get through it, man. These Power 5 heavyweights gonna be crying about the portal. Hey, man, if they crying, I'll tell them straight up, shut the hell up, man. Appalachian State and oh my gosh, man, Marshall upset Notre Dame. Oh, I watched the game, bro, and the quarterback is dumpster truck juice, man. That quarterback number 12 gets hurt, and then the backup number 10 comes in, and he throw the ball to the other team. I said, oh, my goodness, I can't take this. I can't watch this no more. Then you watch Florida, Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Not that we really care, but you look at the highlights of it, and man, I tell you, bro, whoo, Bass, it was some funky football today, man. Inside the 20, Jack State was not inside the 29. Lou said he's staying on there. That was Tennessee State territory. Yeah. That makes sense, Tennessee State. So some folks don't really understand. The red zone means the 20-yard line up to the end zone. I bet Shamar Stewart wish he would have came to that. Wait a minute. Bro, Texas A&M lost to App State? You know what? After we started playing around 2:00 my time, I stopped looking at the big boys. Oh my gosh, Appalachian State beat Texas A&M today. Wow. Matter of fact, it's on the TV right now. I got the TV on, and holy smokes, man. So App State should have beat UNC last week when they dropped 61, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion. Did Shamar Stewart even play? Hey, look, I'm going to tell you like that right here. Hey, we'll still take Shamar Stewart. I don't think it's a game now. If Shamar stumble up on this damn this YouTube insignificant 17-14, Bro, dude kicked the ball like I was kicking it. Wow. App State won that thing. But App State FBS now. I mean, they used to be FCS, but okay. 17-14. Wow. Jimbo on the hot seat, man. Jimbo done went and bought all them damn stars, man, and still can't win. Shamar played, but App State punked him. Should have won, but oh, he played. Okay, okay. Hey, Ken, don't be surprised, Shamar. Hey, man, I'll take him. I'll take him in a heartbeat. He should have. Matter of fact, we had him. We had him, and I'm telling you, the night hour they threw him a bag. That's 100%. I was on the call the night before. Yes, sir. That's why we put them J hats on. They had all of us look stupid. Listen, football has three phase acts. They show their special teams and good defense. Hey, man, that's true. So, all right, okay, you know what? Rand 67. Matter of fact, that's a decent name, Rand and NAR 67, because 67 is 66.667 percentage. So basically, it's 67%. You're right. Two out of the three phases of the game will get you 67%, and that's a little bit better than 40%. So if you got a good special teams game and a good defense, you absolutely can win. Man, Nebraska, Scott Frost, he gonna be if it's an HBCU out there that need a special assistant to the head coach, Scott Frost gonna need a job in a minute. They gonna fire the shit out of his ass. He out of there. Man, Scott gonna be, man, that dude can't win a game in Nebraska. I still teach one class at JSU. I gave my students the option to submit Friday assignment class email. Okay. And Coach Prime team is missing ground. Hey man, it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, man. So be more kind to one another, man. I did see the Marshall beating Notre Dame. Everybody dealing with something, man. Everybody dealing with something. It don't cost anything to be nice to people, man. This internet done changed things a lot. What Blue say Scott Frost 3 years ago. Hey man, when he went to when he was at UCF, man, and they went 0-11. Then he came back. I think he went 13-0, and they won that national championship, that little fake FAMU version of the national championship. And then they hired him in Nebraska. The Blue Bloods from the ESPN stat sheet is 5 times, but the reason we all thought higher is because our stream. Man, that stream was dumpster truck juice, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Whoever the hell idea it was to damn put that game on Facebook and YouTube, they need to be bitch slapped. Like just line them all up and just That was about as idiotic as it come, man. That was atrocious, bro. Matter of fact, that might have been why the game was so funky, because the damn stream. The stream was just that bad, man. That stream was dumpster truck juice. No commentary, just crowd noise. That was oof. So I just turned the volume down and just watched it. No score clock. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Even while I'm watching the game, I was flipping back and forth to the ESPN app. Then the ESPN app was delayed. I'm sitting up here like, come on, bro. This is bad, bro. This is bad. Hey man, I gotta go watch the Grambling game because I gotta see what the young man did. He had some big passes today. So now I gotta start scouting. I'm gonna watch our game so I can give a really good meaty recap and response. Because normally I'm watching the game, but like I said, I absolutely I had my event for tonight was in the middle of the game, so I had to like break away from the game, and I was sitting in there like this right here, trying to be slick, and I was still trying to catch a little bit of it, but it's all good, man. It's all good. I saw what I needed to see, but man, the stream was absolutely atrocious, man. When someone can get the coach's tape, can someone man, look at here, man. Do anyone know what was the stats for the Tennessee State running back? He had 18 carries, I want to say, for around 80-something yards. Y'all tell me what. Somebody post that in the chat. Somebody post that in the chat. DJ, what's good, brother? I'm gonna let y'all rock for the next few minutes, man. If anybody want to come on, rock with your boy, feel free to. It's getting a little late, but y'all come on, man. I'm in this little Airbnb, chilling, before I get ready to call it a night. But anybody want to come on? 18 carries for 70 yards. That's what it was. Because Sy'veon had more rushing yards than he did on less carries. So that was big time for old Sy'veon Wilkes. I need to see 3-6 back there toting that thing, man. 3-6 Mafia, what I'm going to call it. The reason their rushing stats are bad. And the sacks killed them. Man, we had 8 sacks tonight. Oh, my. I can't wait to go back and watch the defense again. Hey, man, they had some opportunities, though. Wiggs got beat over there on that fade route in the end zone, and the young man just so happened to step out of bounds. But he had him by like 2-3 yards, though. He definitely had him, though. That's a great, you know what? That's a great comparison, Kenneth. The reason being is because for those that don't know, what's good, my brother?
Man, peace, brother Ken. Peace to the chat. Peace and love to everybody, man. Well, JSU got the win. That's important.
It is important, man, and it's important.
You know what, brother? When I thought about the game, here's one positive. Eastern Washington with their top 15, right? Top 10, top 15.
Yeah.
They gave up 28 points, and they could have gave up more. Was bailed out a couple times. Jackson State holds this team to 3 points. So if Tennessee State can't get 20-plus points on Jackson State, I don't see anybody else doing it unless offense has a bunch of turnovers in the game. This defense is a lot better than last year. It's serious.
It is. Nobody will challenge JSU. The next challenge is more likely to. I'm hearing an echo.
All right.
Testing. Yeah, I'm hearing an echo, bro.
Yeah, well, is this better?
Let me see.
Is this better?
That's better.
Okay, yeah.
That's better.
I had to adjust my settings.
Look at you, man. You coming in here with all this high technology, man. I'm on a cell phone, bro.
Yeah,
come on, man. But no, it's a good point, though. It's definitely a good point. David, brother, peace and blessings, bro. To you as well, man. I know that was for DJ, but I'm gonna intercept that. Give me a little bit of that too, man.
It's your house, my brother. It's your house, man.
Hey, man, I'm on the road, but the road goes where I go. So the home goes where I go, man. So no, bro, it was. I'm not. I think I don't want to misconstrue my frustration, but and you will be there next week. We'll be probably watching the game right next to each other. But I'm big on discipline, man. Big on taking care of the football. That's just a pet peeve of mine. I lose sleep over that, bro, because it's just like I just think that there's only one football on the field at one time, and if you have the football, you're supposed to protect that thing, and you're supposed to protect that football like it's your livelihood, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you just put it on the ground, that's focus, bro. And it happens. It happens, bro. It happens. Where was Tyson Alexander for the 17th time? He was with all the other players that didn't make the trip. He's still there.
Hey, Ken, what did Coach Prime say? Man, we deep, man.
We deep, man. hey, we finna find out how deep we are because I think it's gonna be some shuffling going on after what some of the folk that wasn't cutting it.
Hey, would you like to be a fly on that wall in that practice? That's gonna be
Nope.
man. That's gonna be.
I don't need that trauma, dog, because I know it's about to be serious up in that thing. We need a running back with some wiggle. Actually, Sy'veon Wilkerson has that. I'm gonna tell you why you didn't see the wiggle tonight. Sy'veon was careful when he was running because his two predecessors put the ball on the ground. And I tell you right now, when Sy'veon's running that thing, Sy'veon's mindset was no matter what you do not fumble this damn ball. You know what I'm saying? And Marshall is small, man. Hey man, you fumble, bro. No, dog. We can't. You gotta hold that rock, man. You gotta protect that thing. You know. The stats say great. Wilkerson didn't need any wiggle tonight. Hey, Wilkerson, you just need to get him up to. Hey man, he's a good running back, bro. You're gonna see him. I think once he gets that, if he wins that job, which I think he should, I think you're gonna really see him come out and really come out his shell and really start to, you know what I mean, to put his stamp on that thing.
Shoot, 5.4 yards a carry. That's enough wiggle. That's enough wiggle, man.
5 point how many?
4 yards per carry. Sy'veon Wilkerson.
I'm gonna give it to him 20 times a game. But somebody said earlier that he runs like Ezra Gray, and I didn't finish my thought. Well, for those that don't know, Gary Harrell, Coach Flea, who's our running backs coach, is the coach that actually recruited Ezra Gray to Alabama State's roster. So he has a type, for those that don't know. Fun fact. Ezra Gray was recruited by Gary Harrell, who is the same running backs coach that is at Jackson State now, who was the former head coach at Howard. So, yeah. Sy'veon is a beast. I feel like he definitely needs vision. When you watch the game, you're going to see him miss a hole and run straight into. Again, I'm gonna say this. I saw that too, Tyler. But I think when you go back and look at Sy'veon's film, I think we should hold judgment on that for a little second or two, because I feel like he reeled it in a little bit. He played it safe tonight. And he played it safe because both running backs put the ball on the ground. And if you look at how he was running, man, you don't run like this. You ain't running like this. Yeah, that's like old school fullbacks. You're trying to get 2 yards up the middle. Yeah, bro. Man, he was running that thing like Mike Allstott tonight, bro. He wasn't trying to let that thing go.
Man, brother was running like them Nebraska running backs in the 80s, man.
Back in the day, I was just about to say Christian Okoye, dog. I was about to say that now.
Not the Nigerian
the Nigerian nightmare. He coming through that thing. He coming through that thing like this.
Man, I ain't fumbling on my watch. I ain't fumbling. Shit.
This was just an ugly game, man. This wasn't no game for everybody to get off. This is one of them. We gotta win this motherfucker. Like, it was like, the hell with all that other fancy stuff. Dog, I need y'all to put some points on the board. And it was getting I was so frustrated because we was getting in the damn red zone. We was getting on their side of the field. And it was like we couldn't do nothing with it. And that was just, it was painful, bro. And on that note, go ahead and make a comment. I'm going to go get me one more of these things before it get a little too late on for you, boy. I got some of these. Hold on 1 second. Let me be right back. Zoe done rubbed off on me.
Read some of these comments, man. Yeah, I'm not worried about Jackson State at all. They got coaches that'll get everything rectified.
Oh, yeah.
That practice is gonna be like a freaking movie, man. In Egypt, you know,
it's only popping tomorrow, dog.
Yeah, Coach Brown, he said we practice it tomorrow. I'm like, shoot, it's gonna be trouble.
Hey, he meant that shit.
Bro, I saw it in his eyes. I said, yeah, this is about to get real.
Yeah, coach was like, somebody gonna tap out. That's what he think. I'm gonna make somebody tap out. I'm gonna see how bad you want it now. Huh?
He's gonna be like, how bad you want your spot?
How bad do you want a spot? Because ain't no your spot right now. It's only a few that's got your spot right now. So, but no, bro. I agree with you. Defense, hey man. Defense giving up 3 points a game, bro. Like I said earlier, had you told me that we would have only given up 3 points each game versus Tennessee State and FAMU, I probably wouldn't have believed you. But seeing that it has happened and we 2 games in, hey man, I'll take it. I guess the next question is going to be, does Grambling be the first team to go ahead and put a touchdown on the board for the season next week? Do we see the Grambling we saw against Arkansas State, or do we see the Grambling that put up 47 tonight? Which Grambling going to show up?
One thing I noticed about Hugh Jackson's teams, like it don't matter if they losing by 3 or 4, he's always looking for that play action deep shot. Every time. Every single time.
Well,
it'd be second and 1. He'll do it. That's one thing I noticed.
Well, I think Hugh Jackson is gonna have his hands full trying to. If you keep in mind, Hugh Jackson was the offensive coordinator for Tennessee State last year, and I'll say it like this: that defense is for real, man. I'm gonna start calling him Mr. Gaddy. That's what we need to call him, Mr. Gaddy.
Man, Gaddy's playing like I'm like, man, who pissed him off, man? He's playing with vengeance, man. It ain't fun.
Big boy, man. I told you he was good. He's standing 6'6". Kenny said he runs a pro style scheme. He not scoring against JSU. Damn. Hey man. We gonna be right there, bro, to see it. Hey, this is Vic. What's up, man? SWAC After Dark. Ken, you don't think the players see if they make mistakes, they're taken out of Shadeur throws and A&T, he ain't sitting the series or be taken out? Hell no. No, we ain't taking the quarterback out. And everybody know that. Everybody know that quarterbacks that's a position that you're not gonna see musical chairs, because as 2 go, so does we go. You know what I mean? And that's not. I don't see him having. I mean, I can't say, man. I mean, if he had one of them Celebration Bowl type 3 turnover type games, I mean, I don't know. I don't think you see that, because we gonna go as far as 2 take us, man. And I don't think you, in a lot of settings, man, when you have a actual quarterback that's your guy, you're not gonna see him come out the game, because if he, like, as of right now, he's 2 games in, having thrown an INT. So whenever he does throw one, if he throws one, I don't think you sit him or bring somebody else in. You can't play around with the quarterback position like that, in my opinion.
You know what's crazy, Ken?
What was Go ahead.
You know what's crazy, Ken? Tonight, Shadeur completed 30 passes out of 44 attempts, 267 yards, and 1 touchdown, no picks. In the SWAC, that some people say, "Oh, that's a great stats." So that's how good this young brother is. That in a normal game, in a quote unquote off game,
can we be real? Can we be real, bro? There was 2 drop touchdowns and a touchdown catch for a penalty. So if you bring back those plays, that's over 300 yards and that's 4 touchdowns.
Correct.
We're having a totally different conversation right now. We looking at 9 tugs, 700 yards. You see what I'm saying? So all the quarterback can do is put the ball in the vicinity for the wide receiver to make that catch. I'm sorry, man. We're going to go out and say we got a top 5 wide receiver room. Our wide receivers got to make those plays. It can't just be you get those accolades when it's cute and when it's cool to speak on it. With that comes an expectation and a standard. So we got to be consistent and make sure that we're saying, hey. Nah, bro, you got to make them plays. And I think they'll be okay with that. They'll be the first ones to tell us that. This is my point. Diamond made the points. The door stats would have been way better if they held on to the ball, man. Like, that's the part that sucks. Let's not even go back to last week when he hit JD Martin right in his hand. You know what I'm saying? And he dropped a wheel route. Let's not go back to that. You know, K3 and Dallas Daniels dropped touchdowns tonight.
That's who was off big time. Dallas Daniels. I was expecting a lot from him in this game.
He had some uncharacteristic drops, man, and it was, hey, I ain't gonna throw him. Hey, you don't throw him out with throw the baby out with the bathwater, you know. But I think they'll be the first ones to say, "Man, bro, I wish I had to come down with that." You got to make them catches, man. You got to, and you got to make. That's a great point, Ken. You got to make them the plays you got to make at the next level, man. Those are the ones that separate the men from the boys. You know what I mean? Yeah, got to make those plays, man. 3 touchdowns that he put. He should have had 4 touchdowns tonight, and it's unfortunate that he didn't. And I think that's the thing that, you know, I mean, he gave everybody beats by Dre Head. I mean, I don't know, man. That's dope, man. And you gotta give something back, man. And I think now that you got that out the way, you got that ugly win out of the way. That's like that Southern win. Remember last season, Southern was beating us. Now Tennessee State wasn't beating us, but for a little while, 3-0. But Southern was beating us the entire game, and we came back toward the end. But that was one of them ugly, just win type games, you know. So, yep, that's a good point. She said K3s was end zone, was pass interference. Yeah. Hey, we got time to clean it up. We got time to clean it up, man. It'll be I think being at home would help, bro. What you think?
Oh yeah, especially against Grambling, a historic matchup, a rivalry. Yeah, it's gonna be something.
Yeah. TJ, what's good, brother?
Ken, what's good, brother?
What's good, TJ?
Man,
what's good?
What's cracking, man?
Man, look, man, Ken, you sitting here talking, man. I had my girl to get mad at me tonight, man. I'm up here in Columbus, Ohio, man, and man, she was like, "You that serious?" I'm like, "Baby, it's that serious." I told her, I said, "Man, listen," but you know, I noticed something though. Like, we seen a totally different defense tonight, though. Like, from last week when they played Western Kentucky, they actually came out and really made it a interesting game, though. It was really a good game.
They did play. They played much better. They did. I got to get that to them. And hold on, Mr. Burchett, we definitely touched on the 8 sacks. We'll come back to it. We're gonna after we get done with these comments. Hang tight. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I was just, because when the game first started, like the first quarter, I was like, I kind of, I don't know. First quarter had me kind of worried because I'm like, was we doing too much, or we were confused, or I don't know what was going on.
Man, sometimes it be them games where bro, when it just so how the momentum can swing something and then it just kind of continues. I guess it's just energy. You know what I mean? When the energy's off, it permeates through everything. You know what I'm saying? And it just tends to, and you just kind of see it going left. And I think that kind of had a little bit of what I saw. You know what I'm saying? It was one little fluky play. It messes with your psyche. That's why when you're disciplined, you gotta be able to get through that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta be able to get through that. And it works. So all momentum is energy. It's good energy. Once it gets inside of you, it's infectious for the whole team, and everybody start believing it, and it just picks up. It's like it's the same thing when a 3-point shooter get hot, it feels like he can't miss. It's energy, bro. So on the flip side, when that little goofy shit start happening, and you can't really explain it, it just seems to everything go wrong, bro. The dude trip over his own foot. Dude catch a ball out of bounds, it be the running back running to the back of his own man. It just keep going, bro.
Man,
yeah, bro.
Man, because I was like, man, but I ain't gonna lie though, man. That damn Niles Gaddy, man, he playing unbelievable, man.
Hey, now that's Mr. Gaddy. That is Mr. Gaddy from now on, man. That's Mr. Gaddy, man. He 6 sacks. I mean, to my man, have just Mr. Burchett. Hey, 8 sacks as a team. Niles Gaddy had 4 of them things. You see that? He had 4. Bro, 4 sacks in a game is ridiculous.
I liked it when he came off and he came back in and he grabbed his ass.
Hey, I'm telling you, I had Niles Gaddy as my dark horse defensive player of the year, but now I had Aubrey Miller being my top defensive player of the year, but sheesh, man, you saw how the SWAC rewarded Isaiah Land with all those sacks last season. So for him to have 6 sacks in 2 games, woo, that's pretty.
So, how many sacks do y'all think Niles Gaddy's going to get this season?
Based off his trajectory, he gonna finish with at least 17.
Yeah, I said the same thing about 17.
And I think he's gonna break the single season sack record for JSU this year. I didn't think that I would see him, but the way he done come out the gates, boy, I'm telling you right now, maybe he get 2. If he get 2, think about it like this: if he get 2 sacks against Grambling, that's 8 sacks in 3 games. And then he got Mississippi Valley coming behind that. Niles Gaddy might have 10 or 11 sacks going into the bye week, bro. Just saying.
Yeah, man.
If he mess around and have 20, you know he gonna win the SWAC player, the defense player of the year.
So what was the situation with Travis tonight?
Precautionary.
Okay.
That's very smart.
I agree with that decision. I agree wholeheartedly with it because I was telling somebody we found out at the last minute. I was like, okay. So when you see the way he played last week, you have the impression that he's good to go. But like Coach Prime said, he was only 60%. So in a game like this, when you watch the film, Eastern Washington versus Tennessee State is a physical team. They got big wide receivers, one speed guy, but they pretty much is a physical team. So given the elements, given what they thought, the forecast was going to be rain the whole time. We think it was going to rain, right? So coaches got to make the decision and say, you know what? Looking at the elements, looking at the style of play, I think we need to give you 1 extra week so you can be at the best possible shape you can be in. So I do expect to see him next week. I absolutely agree with the decision because you don't want to run a risk of when you go out there with a bum wheel, you know what I mean? And he's recovering, he's almost back to himself, but Travis played both sides of the ball, and right now he can't play both sides of the ball because you're not gonna put him in those type of situations. So give him a little bit more time to heal. That way he can come back at full strength. So I like the decision. I like it.
Because I was saying tonight, man, I was like, damn, Quay looked good, you know what I'm saying? To me, I think Quay is like more of a running back than he is like a wide receiver, to be honest. That's just
Debo
to me.
Samuel, man. Hey, Quay is definitely he's an excellent runner of the football, man. So I think he's more of your AJ Brown build, but more of your Debo Samuel style,
Yeah.
Percy Harvin style. Just get the ball. He's a weapon. So maybe we see more of that as the season progresses. I think we see more of
that. Yeah, man.
But the depth that we have is
I didn't know we held
Go ahead.
2 rushing yards.
You say that again?
I said I didn't know we held Tennessee State to 2 rushing yards. Was it 2?
It was because they had about a negative 67 rushing yards through Draylon Ellis because of the sacks. So the cumulative stats are going to subtract those sack yards to your rush total. So, yeah.
Starling with 70 yards.
Hey, man, EA, that's all Dennis Thurman. And I do mean all DT. Ain't nobody even thought about Zimmer. Hey, man, that's good. Until you said his name, hell, I forgot about him for a second. And that's, I'm just telling you, Dennis Thurman is that dude, man. He's been that dude. And he said they got one goal. Their goal is to not give up points. They gave up 3. And let's be real, y'all. That first drive, that play that, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? We gave up 2 plays, that third down, that third and long to give up the first down. And then that play that went long that put them in our put them in scoring position. That was the thing that really hurt us in that first drive. You take that one drive away, they get skunked. They ain't got nothing.
Yeah, EA, I don't know what he talking about. Talking about Zimmer. And I'm like, nah, that's Dennis Thurman. I'm like, cause if he go back and look at when Dennis Thurman was the defense coordinator for the Jets, I think when he coached Darrell Reeves.
Jets and the Bills. Yep.
Yeah, the Jets. It's the similar same damn thing.
Yep. I mean, it was. He run a hell of a style, man. I'm gonna tell you something. That defense, bro. I don't know what you call it, man. Some of the football, like the football junkies. I don't know what you call it when he take all the defensive linemen and ain't nobody got their hand in the dirt. They just moving around. It's like organized chaos, man. I love that. I love when they do that.
He remind me of cause see, I'm a graduate of Murrah. I went to Murrah. I played with Coach Grady, Coach Zach Grady.
What year did you finish at Murrah?
At 2012.
Okay, so I was at Murrah 96 through 98, and then I finished up at Madison Central. So I'm class of 2000. So
okay.
But I was at Murrah my sophomore and my freshman and sophomore year. Go ahead.
But yeah, and it's crazy because Coach Dancy, he was our DB coach.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I know them personally, and it just remind me that's how Clinton used to be. That's how Clinton defense used to be. Like that.
There it is, amoeba. That's right, amoeba defense. I like that, man.
Amoeba.
I knew somebody on this thing was gonna give me the term for it. I forgot. Called it amoeba. That's right. There you go. I've heard that name before, bro. I love that. Bro. I love it. Because you don't know who coming. You don't know which angle they're coming from. You don't know which gap. I like that.
Yep. Clinton used to run that same type of defense. When we used to play Clinton, they ran that same type of defense.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up.
Damn.
So What that, DJ?
Incarnate Word beat Nevada 55-41. God damn.
Whoa. Hey, say that again?
Incarnate Word beat Nevada 55-41.
Bro, Lindsey Scott said Lindsey Scott Jr. said that how dare y'all give Shadeur that damn player of the week? I'm coming.
He took that personal.
He was like MJ. He took that person.
He had a receiver, had 200. Let me read that again. 262 receiving yards against Nevada.
Dang.
Chaffin. Darian Chaffin.
Wow.
Here's the funny part. I almost went to that school.
You wait a minute. So other people saying it's Zimmer. What the fuck? Where did he get that from?
Probably.
Bro, these people ain't seen Zimmer since that first video came out. Come on, man, stop it.
I know where they got that
DT,
from.
man, DT been like that. They need to stop with it. Stop that bull.
The only Zimmer that's been around the program that much is his son, who's an analyst.
That's facts. That's Dennis Thurman. Dennis Thurman is calling those schemes, and he's the one he gets credit for this defense, man. I mean, not to mention, I mean, now his support staff plays a part, but no, Thurman been like that, and that's one thing you can't. He been a Avis. What up, G? Oh shit! If that's who the one saying it, then I don't pay no attention to none of that. I don't listen. I don't pay attention. I don't even. Yeah, because I already know.
I know exactly who we got there from.
Yeah. We don't. I ain't entertaining that. That bull junk right there.
I never want to give brothers credit.
Man, look here, man. I'm gonna reserve to keep my thoughts to myself. I'm gonna just move on because I'm gonna call it what it is. Bullshit. But keep going. That's what that is, man. Come on, bro. We ain't yeah, that's what that is, bro. That's malarkey. You know what I'm saying? But no, man, DT. Yeah, DT, that dude, man. He for real that guy. And that's why I was saying, like, some stuff, it speaks for itself. It don't really need nobody that made it back. Who next? He said, "Who next?" Hey, Avis, give me your thoughts, bro. What's your thoughts on tonight, bro? I was very frustrated with the lack of discipline. Why didn't Nugget play? I don't have an answer for why Nugget didn't play tonight right now. And I'm not sure if I will get an answer. I don't think I even need an answer, to be honest with you. I just want Nugget to be good, and we'll see him on the field hopefully soon. Wyman actually played, by the way. He just didn't play much.
So what about the kid from Alabama? How we gonna use him? Like
off the edge.
Okay.
But you see how we coming off the edge already, man. So
yeah.
you know, if it ain't fixed, don't if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So you just keep adding. So it's gonna be interesting, man. I think you're gonna see. We're gonna bring all our big guns out for next Saturday, man. It's gonna be on and popping, bro. Everything happened exactly how I wanted it to be. I wanted Grambling to come to Jackson 1-1 at least, and I needed us to be 2-0. So I think because Grambling put up a 47 piece tonight, I think that means that I think that we shit, Avis, you made me lose my train of thought, bro. Avis said we fell back into the air raid trap. I don't think that's the case, Avis. I think we was undisciplined, bro. I think we put the ball on the ground too much. I think we dropped passes. If we don't do that, then we don't have this conversation right now. I'm not really worried. I can understand I'll listen to you on the goal line stuff. I understand that part. inside the 20, the play calling gets a little, that's where it kind of rears its ugly head. But it was there, man. It was right there. It was there. And we didn't capitalize, man. And we gave the ball away. So the run is there, bro. We were running the ball, but you can't fumble the ball after you get through the hole.
Yeah.
You can't fumble the ball fighting for 1 extra yard, bro. Can't do it.
And then I seen the thing too, though, that I didn't like, that the ref wasn't paying attention to. Like every time Sy'veon got the ball, when they did tackle him, they'll rip his helmet off his head. And they actually got that on a play where, you know what I'm saying, like he did it like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, why does he keep taking this man's helmet off?
Wow. Hey, it was the too many fades in the red zone. I like that's low hanging fruit to me. Like I don't feel like that's why we didn't execute. Again, it's gonna come down to the pen. Like we had a touchdown that we brought back due to a penalty. We dropped 2 touchdowns that hit the wide receivers right in their hands, and we had a goal line stand where it was a quarterback sneak, and we crossed the fort. So that's how many points is that? We dropped 2 touchdowns, a goal line stand, a caught touchdown with a penalty, and what was the other one? Drop 2, goal line stand. The fumble going across the goal line. That's 35 points, bro.
35 points.
Total.
That's 35. Hey, hold on. Not only is that 35, you got a block kick. That's 38. So what's 38 plus 16? You do the math.
Oh man.
We talk about an extreme blowout. If we just take care of the discipline stuff, we good. That's all I'm saying. We got 2 drop tugs, man. Hit them right in their hands. I'm just saying.
The receivers.
I know, Vic. I always gotta entertain my brother, man. He gonna always be difficult. But I just think, yeah.
We got through it, kid. We got through it.
Hey, we got through it. I listen, man. I'm okay. I'm gonna go watch the game again. I gotta flush it because I gotta do my real recap, and really add, like I said, add more meat. And I need to see everything because I had to stop watching for a few times. Went away from Wilkerson after the opening drive of the third. Never went back to Wilkerson. Wilkerson was punishing. Hey man, that's fine. I rock with all that. But again, don't none of that matter if the 5 plays I just mentioned to you don't happen. If we don't fumble the ball with JD going across the goal line, if we don't get the penalty after Kevin Coleman scored the touchdown, if Kevin don't drop the touchdown and Dallas Daniels don't drop the touchdown and we get that goal line stand, I agree with you and say on the goal line, I probably ain't gonna run a quarterback sneak. I'm gonna hand it to my running back. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stick with my back on that one. I'm gonna put a tight end or something in the backfield, and I'm gonna run that thing down. I'm gonna run it right down my center's back. So that's just me. But we came away with nothing on multiple drives down there. So, anywho, that's my point.
I just at that point, kid, I just started saying to myself, I said, man, I'm just ready for this defense to get back on the field. I mean, because I'm like, it was like a damn jinx, man. I'm like, I'm ready for the defense to get back on here.
Hey, you know what? To your point, TJ, I ain't gonna lie to you. I actually felt good when the defense got on the field. I was like, you know what? We just need to. That's why. I said this earlier in the stream. I said there was at no time that I felt like we was gonna lose. I mean that. I still felt like we was gonna win the game because I was like, but I did start feeling very not so confident when the offense was going out. I was like, man, we finna do something stupid again because we kept doing undisciplined, stupid stuff. But when the defense come out there, I'll be like, all right, we got their number. We finna shut them down, and we just need to keep playing chess with them. You know, keep going back and forth and just get through this game. But
When Shane Hooks caught that pass and he fumbled, oh, he hurt my soul. I said, oh, come on, man.
I'm gonna say it again, bro. The statistics are not on your side. When you catch the ball in the middle of the field and you're surrounded by 3 opposite jerseys, 3 or more, it was probably 4. The 1 yard is not worth it. Go down. Just go down. You got the first down already.
Whew, man, shit.
But like you said, bro, we got through it. We got through it. And again, listen, bro, the narratives are gonna fly. Let them fly. It's all good because again, we have goalpost movers that are out here that's look they bobbing for apples right now. So anything that look remotely close to something that they can grab their hands on and sink their teeth in, just believe you me, man. They gonna grab a hold to it and bite into it. And they ain't gonna let go because that's the thing that's what they need to support, you know, their narratives. And that's okay. We gave it to them tonight. We gave it to them. What years did you play b-ball at Jackson State? I did not play basketball at Jackson State. I played basketball at JUCO 01-02, won state championship at Holmes Community College. I sat out a year after getting married and I gave up basketball. And then I went to Jackson State 03 as just a regular student. So yeah, I never played, man. Shout out to Coach Andy Stoglen, who wouldn't give me my shot. You know, I still hold a grudge against him this day. Nah, I'm just joking, but nah, it you know, the player he was recruiting, I ain't do nothing but drop 26 and 30 on his head to both games. That's all I did. I was undersized at the, you know. So that's one of the things, and not to be long-winded about me. I was playing down low, and that's one thing that sucks when you playing high school ball, bro. And I'm 6'3", and they got you playing power forward. I was like, Coach, I ain't playing no damn power forward at the next level. I need to get on the wing, bro. So I switched to the wing my senior year, and wound up going JUCO. Like I said, won a state, and then I was supposed to go play at Mississippi College, man, but I didn't want to play ball no more because I wanted to go D1. So I was like, I'm done. And I meant it. Went to work, sat out a year, and then went back to Jackson State 03. Just a regular student, dog. That was difficult, by the way. Because, boy, if you've been playing ball all your life, and then you just a regular student, that was different. But I was an adult then, so it was okay. I got through it. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody, bro. Shout out to all my Jacksonians, man, that's dealing with hopefully we on the positive side of this crisis, man, with this water situation, man. We got to get this thing right we got a week. Play college b-ball too. Delta in the house. The Delta in the house. Did the same thing with my ESPN app. I don't even know what you're talking about right there, Miss LaShonda. LaShonda Kitchens. Hold on, that name sounds man. Nah. Anyway, man. I got about 10 minutes left, man. I'll go ahead and shut it down in about 10 minutes, man. Anybody got any more questions? Oh yeah, I did want to say this. So somebody asked me a question about the American Airlines deal. Like I think I said it on the stream with Zoe the other night, man. That's not for the alumni ain't gonna get nothing out of that deal. That's strictly for the team and the players, man. So it's all good though. As long as they get taken care of, I'm good. I mean the sports team. So if the university and the student athletes are getting squared away, I'm Gucci with that. Damn, said the water was still brown yesterday. Oh my gosh. Boy, oh boy, we got about 6 days. We got about 5 days to get that right, man. Man, bro. Damn. I know my family up in Madison County, man, but still, it's a sucky situation, man. So hopefully the players, man, go back and get situated, man, and get taken care of, bro. But anywho.
Who your people in Madison, Ken? What's our last name in Madison?
Clark.
Clark. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I got
yeah,
some,
bro. My pop's been up in Madison, bro, since '89, man.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, we was in Madison when It was before Madison became what it is now. This was when Madison was just a jitney jungle,
and the
a service station, a McDonald's, one bank, and a post office, bro. That's all Madison used to be. My dad lived. Our family house is down Hoy Road, man. Down in the other end. Yeah, bro. Pop's been back there since '89, since I was 7, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, cause my people
30 years now, man.
Cause my people, cause my people, the Browns, and they stay right there by Rosa Scott, on the same street Rosa Scott on.
Wait a minute, you ain't related to Bobo, is you?
No, not Bobo Brown. I'm Adrian Brown.
Adrian Brown. I went to school with Adrian.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Yep, went to school with Adrian. Sure did.
Yep.
Yeah, man. All the Clarks, man. That's us, man. Several generations of us, bro. We've been through and through, man. Deep in that thing. Madison County, man. We still rocking out. But moms, pops, my baby, man, my little girl, my 13-year-old, she goes to Germantown, bro. So that's they good, man. Okay. But still, man, Jackson needs that. We gotta get it right, bro. Because it sucks, man. The political structure. But I don't really want to get into all that. But hopefully it'll be right by the time we get ready for this game. DJ, you'll be in when? Friday, bro?
Yeah, on Friday. I'm leaving on Thursday night.
You taking that red eye. You on that red eye, dog. Stephen Clark. Hey man, I'll be there 10 o'clock Friday morning, man. I was gonna try to come in Thursday. I'll be there Friday morning instead, bro. Yeah, I get there Friday morning, dog. And we'll link up, man. And welcome you to the Jack, bro. Hopefully you have some clean water. Hopefully.
Nah, man, I'm bringing some bottles and everything.
Hey man, I'll say it like this, bro. If you staying in the city limits of Jackson and your water messed up, I'll take care of you, man. We'll bring you up to Madison County and let you get a shower.
For sure.
Something, bro. For real, bro. I ain't gonna let you come this far, bro. You coming all the way from where you coming from. I can't have you out there trying to. You can't. Now the water brown when you get out of it. You know what I'm saying? That's different. Then you can't go into the water with it already brown. What would happen to Jackson State home games if the water situation isn't resolved? Jackson State home games will be played at the Vet this year. I can assure you that. They gonna make sure that water right. I can assure you that. Yeah, they're gonna be just fine.
Ken, did you do your predictions on of next week, or you gonna wait till like later on down in the week?
Oh, we're gonna do the predictions this week when me and Zoe jump on. And man, I'm just saying, bro. Like I said we was gonna score 45, but I didn't account for all the drops and the turnovers and the penalty. I didn't account for that, bro. That's why I guess I was so frustrated, because I felt like we really left a lot of points on the board, bro. We did. But we'll do. I haven't even really looked at the breakdown of all the games today. I know Bethune got their issue today from South Carolina State. I told Zoe that Southern was going to score, but my gosh, it was 51-0 at halftime. Man. LSU beat them 65-17. How about Prairie View with Presbytery, man? No, Abilene, was it Abilene Christian? They had a chance to win that game, man, and they wound up UAPB beat somebody 72-3, I think. One of them old high school team. Texas Southern lost to North Texas. Austin P beat the crap out of Valley.
What was that score?
41-0.
Shit.
Who else played today? That was just got shellacked.
Alabama.
Oh yeah, 45-7. UCLA beat Alabama State. Troy beat Alabama A&M. You got a final score, DJ?
Yeah, 38-17.
38-17. Okay.
Well, better than the last week.
Oh yeah. Alcorn got the hell beat out of them by Tulane. Was it 52-0?
Man, I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, come on, Alcorn.
I told Zoe. I tried to tell him.
I'm gonna tell people, man, about Alcorn. Everybody just say that. I mean, like, don't get it twisted. Like, Coach Mack, he a good coach, but he is like he run a damn basic offense. He just he just like to fucking run.
Yeah, he do. He stick to his and you know what, Kenneth, my mistake on that. I don't have it in front of me. North American. I just know they didn't have no logo, so they from Stafford, Texas. North American.
Man,
respect. Put some respect on their name. So
is that D3?
You know, I don't know what they is. Sound like NAIA, but we'll see. But yeah, Fred McNair is true to Fred McNair. He plays smash mouth football, defense, and running. And today didn't look good today. They top quarterback was 1 for 2. Yeah. I was like, damn, did he just abandoned the pass completely. So I don't know, bro.
Man. Yo, Ken, you was right about Southern, man. He said LSU was gonna Brian Kelly was gonna coach for his life. Gets a SWAC component.
Hey, Brian Kelly wasn't bro, let me tell you something that was funny. Speaking of LSU, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be pretty much done. Man, you know they fired Ed Orgeron, right? so they did an interview with Ed Orgeron, and they went in there. And they told Ed Orgeron, they said, "Hey man, look here, like Terrence Howard. Hey man, look here, man. We gonna move in a different direction, man. So we gonna go ahead and buy you out your contract and you free to go." And he said they walked in that thing with a check. A $17 million check, bro. He said he told them he told them, how soon you need me to leave and which door do you want me to go out of? Hey man, when Ed O saw that 17 big ones, bro, Ed Orgeron said, "Hey man, just let me know how soon you want me gone and which door you want me to leave out of."
I would have done the same
He said,
thing.
"Man, 17 million to go away? Oh, I say less. I'm out of here." Hey man, you know what? I had something going on. I had my own event going on, Big T. I missed an appreciable amount of the game. I saw enough to be disgusted. So I'm gonna go disgust myself a little bit more when we get off the stream, and I'm gonna watch the game until I fall asleep. Then I'll finish it. I'll finish it up tomorrow before I recap. So, man, y'all make sure y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club podcast. Of course, we'll be dropping our recap show. So for those that aren't subscribed, I appreciate you. My brother Zoe got his page jumped off, man. Zoe Phillips, Tiger Talk. You know, he went live tonight, and you'll see him back on the page, man, as our usual More than likely, it'll probably be Monday evening, Monday night, whatever, and we'll go from there, man. So Ed left skid marks when he left. Yes, indeed, man. Well, bro, we just hit the 2-hour mark, man. I really wasn't planning on staying on here too long. These little old things done started to kick in on you, boy. I'm finna go lay it down, man. So I done got all my frustration out. Now I'm gonna go watch it, I'm gonna watch it with no anxiety this time because I know we won already. So y'all make sure y'all like the stream. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'll be back on this thing. I can't say I'll be back on tomorrow, but more than likely I'll definitely be back on Monday. So appreciate you guys, man.
Peace out, bro.
All love, DJ, TJ, man. Appreciate y'all coming on. And we'll wrap next time, bro. Peace out. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.